Hey guys, it's McBurgernut here. I'm going to be with the Belfry Ballers today. I'm going to be showing you how to make a lot of money on GTA, over $2 million in one day. So let's get into it. Alright, so first we're going to start with the requirements. These are the terabyte, which is for $1.3 million. You're going to also need the drone station for the terabyte, which is 815,000. And then you're going to need the office, which the cheapest one is 1 million. And then you're going to need a vehicle warehouse for $1.5 million.
You got the details on that car?
Alright guys, so to start this method off, you're going to want to go inside your terabyte and source a vehicle to sell. This works a lot better if you already have your warehouse set up to 10 medium cars and 10 standard range cars in order to only source top range vehicles. Once you do this, you just want to steal a car because you're only going to get top range vehicles, which you can sell for around 80,000, depending on how much damage you get done onto it and whatnot. So this is going to be the basis of our method. It's all going to revolve around the stealing of these vehicles and selling of these top range vehicles in order to make the most money available. During this time also, maybe before, if you want to start, you can just steal like a baller or something and sell it for $9,000, but that's not too much money. So I don't really bother like that, but you can if you want to, because at the end of that, they'll make like a couple, maybe 20 some thousand dollars after this method's completely done. But anyways, you're just going to want to go steal the vehicle. I had to go steal the T20 in this example. But basically when you steal the vehicle, for the vehicle warehouse, you have to go somewhere, retrieve the vehicle, and once you do that, you drive it back to your warehouse, get it in the warehouse. And you also have to be careful when you steal the vehicle, because every bit of damage that is done to the vehicle, you have to pay for. So if you crash it into a wall and then the cost goes up to $3,000, you have to pay that $3,000 out of pocket. So you always want to be careful when you're doing these. So I'm going to go ahead and skip the ride there for you guys so that it's a little bit easier to watch and you don't have to watch me drive all the way over there. But we'll continue on once we skip the video and get over to it. Alright guys, so now that we're here, we're basically just going to deal with the enemies. Then we're going to steal the vehicle. Once you steal the vehicle, you have to drive it back to your warehouse. But if you have a cargo bob owned, you can fly over, pick up the cargo bob, and then fly it back to your warehouse, which can save you a lot of time, and it can also save you a lot of money. If you feel like you're not the best driver and you feel like you might crash, the cargo bob is a very, very good way. I feel like I'm a better driver and I'm not too good of a pilot, so I don't mess around with the cargo bob. But if you want to use the cargo bob, it does make it a lot easier, and you also learn how to fly pretty good in a helicopter when you have to carry around a car underneath you and not let it hit you. But basically that's what you're gonna do, and I'm gonna let this little clip play out and then we'll come back to the next step. Alright guys, so now that you can see that I am in the warehouse, the vehicle warehouse, and I'm selling the T20, you always want to sell the main bottom one, which is going to cost you $20,000, but you sell it for $100,000, so you make an $80,000 profit. At the maximum, that's what you can make. I crashed a little bit on the way here, so I only made around $77,000, which is still a lot of money. That's 3/4 of 100,000. So basically, as you can see, you're going to export the vehicle, and here's a little trick if you do have the La Mesa vehicle warehouse, because if you are in a session by yourself, like I am right now, you're going to be having enemies that spawn in and come after you. But if you can find a spot, each vehicle warehouse has a place kind of like this near it that you can pull in and your car is safe. I always pull into this one no matter where the GPS tells me. Then you can just pull out a shotgun, deal with the enemies. There'll be around 6 waves if you're selling in the lobby by yourself. You'll have to take care of these guys real fast. These guys have really good aim, so I don't really like to take my time with them. Here you can see I'm using the musket just because it's a one-shot kill and it's really fun to use. If you can actually aim, that is. But basically, this is what you're going to want to do. You're going to want to steal the, you're going to want to sell it, go somewhere like this if you're by yourself. If you're not in a lobby by yourself and there's a couple other people in it that aren't in your organization, then there won't be any of these NPCs spawning after you. You can just drive to the location that you're selling it to. Anyways, I'll let this little clip of me selling go ahead and play out. I'll probably cut the driving once I get back into the car, so that you don't have to watch me drive all the way to the sell point, and I'll show you the money that you can get. So now we are nearing the cell zone. Actually, we've got maybe half a mile to it or something. Basically, when I'm going to show you how much money you can make off of this, but the whole point of this is that this is going to be how you make most of the income, and with this method. And every cell, you have to wait 20 minutes before you can make another cell on the vehicle warehouse. So we're going to be working around this 20-minute cell time. We're going to be trying to take advantage of that 20-minute downtime where you can't sell anything. So once you sell something is when we're going to start making more money than just the $80,000. Now this method is a lot easier with the terabyte as shown in the beginning. But if you don't have the terabyte, don't worry, it's just going to cut down your money making by maybe half, but it's not too bad because you can still make your money up with it. So we'll get onto that now. Alright guys, so we just got done selling the vehicle, so that was around $80,000 we made already. And that only took around, to source and sell the vehicle, took around 10 to 16 minutes. So it wasn't too bad. That's a lot of money for that amount of time. So now that we're in here, we're going to start one of the terabyte jobs. We're going to do either diamond shopping or target data. Either one works. I prefer targeted data. Diamond shopping is a little bit more fun than this, but this one is pretty fun in my opinion because you get to use your drone. And if you don't have the drone station but you do have the terabyte, you can do either one of the missions on top. I would recommend doing the one where you have to rob the bank, where you have to rob the people who are robbing the bank, because you can do that one solo, and this is kind of a solo money making guide because you make a lot more money by yourself because you don't have to wait on other people. So basically, once you start this mission, you're going to want to go down and drive over to the Life Invader office. It's always in the same spot. So just get like maybe half a mile away from it, and then you can start the mission. If you're too close to it, then it'll just tell you you're too close. But so you're gonna drive there. As you can see, I'm finally at the location. So you're gonna pull into this little yellow ring, and then if you hold right on your D-pad, you can go right into the back of the terabyte, so you don't have to get out and walk around. So now that we're in here, we're going to get into the seat of the drone station, and then we're gonna fly the drone inside the Life Invader office. Alright guys, so now we're in the drone, and there's two ways to get inside the Life Invader office. We're going to go in the way closest to the terabyte because it is a lot easier in my opinion. So because this is your first time, I recommend just setting yourself to the layout. You can come in here and shock the guard with R1 with the drone, or RB if you're on Xbox. I'm not sure about PC things because I just play on consoles. So now you're going to want to wait for your shock to come back. You're going to want to shock this dude. Eventually, when you get good enough at this, you can just fly past them. And for this, you're going to want to get close to these laptops, but you don't want to hit at them because it'll destroy the drone. And then you're going to do this hacking thing. This is probably my least favorite kind of mission, the hacking ones. But this mission does give good enough pay, so it's pretty fun. Now you're going to want to shock this guard. There's no choice but to shock him. So now you're going to want to hack the laptop that is in this room beside him. Once you hack this laptop, you're going to be given the location. Well, first it's going to kick you off the drone like right now, and then it's going to give you the location of the target.
He's got a contract out for people to protect him, so don't be surprised if you run into any mercenaries looking for their own payday.
So now that we have the target's location, we can get out of the terabyte because there's no point in driving a car like that over to it. And now we're going to go ahead and steal any vehicle on the street. It doesn't matter what you steal. You can call in a vehicle if you prefer to do that, but I just rather steal a vehicle and then drive it over there because most of them are going to be faster than the terabyte unless you have it upgraded. Because the terabyte maxes out, at least mine does. I don't know if mine's fully upgraded or not, I can't remember. But it maxes out, mine does, at 100 miles per hour. So it's not too fast, and I think the baller can move a little bit faster than that. And in order to save time on your way there, you can hold down the impromptu menu, and then you can put the quit GPS onto the target location, and that'll save you time from having to pause it and then scroll over to them with your mouse. So once you start driving over here, it's going to be pretty simple. You want to drive up to the target's location, and then you're going to start taking out his guards. The guards are very strong. They take a lot of bullets. It's kind of insane how many bullets they take. And for me, the auto aim doesn't really work every time when I fight the bodyguards, so that's something to look out for, but we'll continue on once we reach the location. Alright, so we're at the location now. You're going to want to start off by taking out his bodyguards. As you can see, I just headshotted that one, and he's still standing. This is what I'm talking about when I say that these bodyguards are kind of crazy. I don't know what they take, but they're pretty tough. And here I had a grenade launcher with no ammo out, which is kind of a bad idea. But anyways, you're going to want to take out these bodyguards. As you can see, I'm just trying to work my way through them. I'm not too good at this game when I don't have my auto aim on, because I aim like a potato, but that's not too bad. So you're going to start off, you're going to kill these bodyguards, you're going to want to go to the backside, and this is just for this one. There's different kinds of missions. For this, as you can see, I kill him, get $30,000. That's really easy, $30,000. And this is supposed to take around 3-4 minutes. It shouldn't take too long. Alright guys, so now you're going to want to drive down to the helipad in Los Santos. It's not too hard to find. Here, I'll pull it up on the map so you can see it. Here it is on the map, just a little bit north of the airport. You'll see it. Be careful when you steal a helicopter though, because the security guard will get onto you like that. So I didn't get to start the mission there. So basically you want to start up Sightseer, which is in the VIP thing. So this is going to be the second part. This is another part of the thing. This is what you can do if you don't have the terabyte. You can do this and Headhunter. This is a lot easier if you have a buzzard. I recommend owning a buzzard. I don't, because I'm cheap and I decided not to buy one. But basically you're going to want to do Sightseer, and when you do Sightseer you have to hack. You have to pull up the Sightseer app on your phone, and then it pulls up one of the hacking mini games. And once you do that, you're going to want to be looking for the little like Wi-Fi symbol on the map. This is what you're going to come after, because that is one of the packages you have to go and collect. You can see them on your mini map. They are they look like big green balls with an arrow pointing up or down, or maybe they just show the symbol depending on your location. If you're above it, it'll show the green ball with the arrow pointing downwards, telling you need to go down. And other than that, it's self-explanatory. It's not too hard to do these. These take a couple minutes. They're not too fun, but it's not like they're boring either, because you're getting to fly around. But yeah, if you have a buzzard, you can do this a lot faster. Sometimes when you go down to the helipad, you find an annihilator there. If that does happen, don't take it, because it's just so much extra time. I always just blow up the annihilator with maybe like a sticky bomb or with a rocket, and then I just drive around for maybe a little bit and go about a couple miles away from it, turn around, come back, and then normally a different helicopter is spawned by then. That's what I do, at least if there's an annihilator. But basically you're going to go pick up all the packages, and I'll continue on once we get to the final package. Alright guys, so now we're at the last package. We're going to land our helicopter, go over, pick it up. For this I make $46,000, so that sets us up to around $76,000. If you want to, you can, like I said earlier, you can steal a vehicle and then go and sell it. I think I sold the baller before I did this. And basically you want to do this a couple more times, maybe 2 more times before and then you're going to want to source the vehicle and then sell the vehicle. Alright guys, so that's the entire money making method. So to recap, you want to source a vehicle, then sell it, and then you're going to do so that's $80,000. You're going to do a terabyte mission, which is around $30,000, so that's up to $110,000. Once you do that, you're going to want to do a Sightseer mission, and then you're going to do that again, the terabyte and then Sightseer, and then you're going to source the vehicle and then sell the vehicle. And this all takes place in a 20-minute timer, and that's how you can make over $2 million in one day. Thanks for watching. McGregor signing off.